Hello, welcome back to the channel, and we are doing more Arena Cube Draft. So let's just jump right in. Now get out of here. Get out of here, Discord. We don't need you. All right, what do we got? We got Mana Dorks. We got Thoughtseizes. We got Fetch Lands. We got Tiny Skeleton Men. We got everything. No, I'm probably just gonna take Thoughtseize. I think being very either you have to be like very aggressive in this cube, or doing something ridiculously flashy, or be very disruptive. So I guess those three cards, first of all, they're all 1-drops. So that's important. You have to have good stuff early to do, like you have to start on turn 1, even if you're like a slower, more defensive deck. And then you have the Land Worlds to help accelerate you into your bigger plays. You have not premium, maybe this one particularly, but you have some like really strong 1-drops. Tiny Bones it can definitely be good. And then you have Thoughtseize. And I think the versatility of Thoughtseize is going to be the deciding factor for me. I think Windswept Heath is probably like the 4th best card in the pack behind those three, although Land Worlds and Windswept Heath are kind of close. But yeah, I'm going to take the Thoughtseize here. Start off like that. Try to build like a more controlling type of deck. So we could take one of the black cards, but honestly, with this Thoughtseize start, I kind of want to take Thieving Aven and just go for like a blue-black control / like flyers deck. Maybe play some stuff like Gonti or counter spells or just other things. And, Speed Brute Stalker and Lily, maybe I could wheel one of them. Like, those would both be fine. And then, yeah, also, there's Death Shadow. Thoughtseize, take a bunch of fetch lands, make Death Shadow huge. But, I don't know, Death Shadow feels a little small ball for what we're trying to doing. And I'm not sure, I'm not convinced we can get enough to make Death Shadow work. I haven't seen this card work in this cube. Thieving Haven, though, heisting is pretty busted, so I'm willing to kind of spec on that. Speed Brute Stalker is a cool one. You can like secretly choose something and then they sack that and then they sack something else. Or no, they sack something and then they sack what you chose. Lily's obviously very good, but let's take the Thieving Haven. All right. Now we can just follow that up with a Grave Expectations. Again, heisting is good. So can't ever forget that. Crab Elimination is good. Like top end. Gideon's a powerful planeswalker. Night's Whisper would be fine to kind of get some card advantage going. But like I could just take card advantage from my opponent's deck, right? Card advantage is card advantage, but heisting could be anything. It could even be card advantage. And also there's an Ill-Timed Explosion, so if we want to be like a Grixis control deck, and then this is totally reasonable as either a 4-mana draw 2 or 4-mana draw 2, discard 2, and then like wipe the board. That seems good. But yeah, let's just take a Grave Expectations. Keep it cheap. Keep it light. Keep it fun. Take a Fatal Push. Just take all the cheap interaction. There's also Spyglass Siren, Charter Course, that kind of, I think, fit the theme of what we might want to try to be doing with like cheap flying creatures and removal spells and disruption. I like that combo. Collective Brutality can also fit that strategy. Confounding Riddle kind of to a lesser extent, but could still be okay. A little expensive. And then there's a lot of big top end stuff. There's Prime Time, there's Chandra, but yeah, I think I'm just going to take Fatal Push. Okay, I think we just take a Watery Grave here to solidify this blue splash maybe. Or I don't even know if it's a splash. We could just be like straight blue-black. Make Disappear, Vine Lasher, Cackling Observer would all be fine. Tassiger too, but yeah, let's take the Watery Grave. Good start. Wow, there's a lot of good... Okay, these 4 cards are great. Inquisition, Spell Pierce, and Cutdown, excellent 1-mana interaction. Pylon to a lesser extent, but we don't have that many creatures. I think we're doing okay enough that I just want to solidify the fixing, because I mean we're going to want to be playing like 1-mana black spells and maybe actual factual counterspell if we get it, and then cheap blue creatures. So yeah, let's just take the Watery Grave and really solidify that. Okay, I could take Cult Conscript, or I could take Spectacle of Destruction. I could also take like Goblin Rabblemaster too if we want to pivot to red, but I don't know. I don't see myself doing that. Cult Conscript is fairly replaceable. Spectacle of Destruction, if we take removal more highly, I could see this being okay, and then you get to kind of treat this as a... It's a little hard to set up. Treat this as like a Dark Confidant kind of thing, or a Phyrexian Arena. I think we'll take that over the 1-drop. Okay. Now we could take either a Fetch Land, Sublime Epiphany, Venser, or Quag Feast. There's a lot of... I've realized there's like approximately 6 billion Fetch Lands in the cube. So I think I'd rather take a card that fits the game plan a little bit more. And then I can get fetches kind of whenever I want almost. I'm going to take Venser. Get more of these like tempo kind of creatures that can pressure and disrupt. I mean, this is like kind of weak, like a 2/2, but I think that's still totally fine. Okay, wow, we wield Tiny Bones. That's nice. That's kind of exactly what we want to be doing in this deck, so I'm going to take that. Jadar and Spell Snare would also be totally reasonable, but let's take Tiny Bones. Okay, we kind of... what do we do now? We have Death Shadow and The Last Ride. I think... I don't know, they both don't seem that great, but like, which one's better? I could also take a Hollowed Fountain if I think I want to be Esper. So it's like between these three. I think I actually do want the Hollowed Fountain just to open up that space. Okay, well, unfortunately, we took the white-blue land, and then we got a black-green card, and then a blue-red card. But I think on average, I'm going to probably want to be like Grixis, so I guess I'll take the Ill-Timed Explosion, and we'll see if that makes the deck. Perfect, we wield both of these. I'm going to take the Spyglass Siren. Like, we should be able to find other pieces of card advantage, but it's important to take the cheap evasive creatures. These all don't do anything for me. And then, oh, Spell Pierce and Cut Down. That's insane. I think Cut Down just because we have the Spectacle of Destruction. Last pick, Cold Conscripts. That's okay. We're in the right lane. Okay, there's a Ruin Crab. If we want to do that, I don't know if we do. I mean, I think we just pick up a Polluted Delta here. I mean, it's either like Polluted Delta or Hall of the Storm Giants or Sphinx of Forgotten Lore. Zulaport Cutthroat doesn't really follow the game plan that we're going for here. I think the best card in like a vacuum is the Blood Tithe Harvester for this deck. Well, or Path to Exile, I guess, but obviously we're not set up to really play those. So I think I'm okay with taking the Polluted Delta here. Okay, now what? So we have Commit to Memory, we have Hostile Investigator, Kaito Cunning Infiltrator. Whenever creature you control deals combat damage, put a loyalty counter. And then that's all fine. I feel like Hostile Investigator is going to be a little bit more what this deck is trying to do. Like a good disruptive creature that pressures the opponent both with their life total and the cards in hand. And then you also get some card advantage back for doing so. And then we also have the Thoughtseize, of course, to combo with it. Maybe we could find some other things. So I like that. There's also a fetch land, but like we can get fetch lands whenever we want. I think we want to take the Hostile Investigator here. Okay, so now we have Gonti, Caustic Bronco, Cryptic Coat would be nice in this deck. Nightclub Bouncer and Unable to Scream, and Gix. Gix is also quite excellent. All right. That's actually really close. So how are we doing on creatures? We're doing okay. I could start with the Caustic Bronco just because it's a 2-drop, and then wheel... Oh, also Valky would be fine too. Then you can find like a black-red land. I like Gonti a bit, but we already have a couple 4s, so it's not as important. Gix is strong. I think I'm going to take the Bronco. Also, black was like ridiculously open, so we're probably going to wheel Gonti and Gix. Right? Let's just take the cheaper card. I do like the Cryptic Coat, though. That's close. Let's take the cheaper card. I think if there is a Kaido deck, it is this one, because we are very well set up for it. We have the cheap evasive creatures, blue-black, obviously, tempo, so we can like clear the way for our little creatures to get through, and then just slam Kaito on them. Toxic Deluge would also be fine. Go for the Throat, obviously, good removal spell. And then, let's see, we also have Reckoner, Bankbuster, and Soul Shredder as a couple of decent value vehicles. But yeah, I think Kaito this is just exactly what we want to be doing. So yeah, let's go ahead and take Kaito. All right. So I think Floodpit's Drowner actually fits really nicely with the game plan here. So we're playing a lot of stuff at instant speed, cut down, fatal push, grave expectations, etc. And then you just get to kind of slam this, do the whole tempo thing. You do the whole standard thing. You can tap down their 2-drop, attack, ninjutsu it back to the hand. Also, Silent Hall Creeper and Mockingbird are good as well, and I would hope to wheel one of them, but yeah, let's take the Floodpit's Drowner. Really nice pickup. Okay, a little bit less of a good pickup. I could just take a Fable Passage to shore up the mana base a little bit, because we're not seeing too many fetch lands. I mean, obviously there's a fetch land right there, but it doesn't help us. So there's that. There's the Midnight... No, we're not really a Midnight Clock deck. Warzone Duplicator is fine, but like you can kind of treat this as a 4-4, or sorry, a 4-mana play. I mean, 4-mana 3-3. And we already have some 4s. It's kind of like a 3. I'd want to keep this deck cheap. Let's just take the Fabled Passage. Not the strongest, but it's fine. All right, nothing for us here. Let's take another Polluted Delta. Absolutely, just perfect fetch land. And then we have 3 similar cards with Forsaken Miner, Blood-Soaked Champion, and Bloodghast. I think the Forsaken Miner is going to be better. We're committing a lot of crimes in this deck. Hostile Investigator, Venser, Floodpit's Drowner, Cut Down, Fatal Push, Grave Expectations, Thoughtseize. Yeah, we're committing a ton of crimes, so this is probably going to come back a decent amount of the time. All right, well, we have enough cheap creatures where I actually kind of like the Zulaport Cutthroat, just as a way to deal some extra damage. Yeah, I think it's fine. It's not the best, but I think it's better than a Sphinx of Forgotten Lore. Like I think we're just trying to keep the curve very much down. A Bloodstained Mire seems totally fine on the wheel. What does this do? I forget. Whenever stuff dies, you sacrifice. Whenever one of creature's control die, create a food. Triggers only once. Whenever you sacrifice a permanent, target player mills 2 cards on level 2, and then on level 3, Bloodstained Mire is probably gonna be better here. And what else was in this pack? I think there was the Gix and the Gonti. Kind of unfortunate those did not wheel, but I'm definitely gonna take a Valky here. Oh, I could take a Mutavault. I changed my mind. I'm gonna take Mutavault because our fixing's very good. So I think we can afford to have a manland. I guess I'll take Bankbuster. That seems fine. Bastion of Remembrance. Okay, so we're going along with this whole like drain them strategy. A little bit more aggressive than I was thinking, but I'm for it. Okay. I mean, it's got to be Agent of Rafine, right? Agent of Rafine and Baleful Strix in the same pack. Well, hopefully we've cut blue-black, the color pair, enough. Maybe I can wheel Baleful Strix. I really like Baleful Strix, but I mean, we got to take Agent of Rafine. This card is so strong. 1 mana, 1/2, and then basically draw a card from your opponent's deck for 2 mana and tap it. So, yeah, just a really strong card. It's cubes, so like people are playing really strong individual cards on average. And also you can just like get lands if you're like short on land drops. Yeah, really, really strong card. I love Baleful Strix. And of course, this is like the perfect deck for it, but I think Agent of Rafine just a little too strong. Okay, so there's like 3 cards that we could potentially play. Intrude on the Mind, Stoic Sphinx, and the Talion's Throne Guard. I kind of like the Talion's Throne Guard. It's kind of like Venser, but better. Wait, it just straight up is better. Yeah, it's like a strict upgrade, right? Because 4-mana 2/2 flash returning its spell or permanent. Oh, I guess Venser you can bounce lands, so that's kind of cool, I guess. But that I don't know, that doesn't come up that much. I'm gonna take the Throne Guard. I think the Throne Guard is actually really nice in this deck. Okay, so there's Chromehost Seed Shark, Gumdrop Poisoner as like another piece of removal. How are we doing on non-creatures? I mean, the Chromos Seed Shark can just keep applying pressure when you cast like a Bank Buster or Grave Expectations. I suppose Unnerving Grasp is also not bad. And we actually have a lot of things we can manifest Dread. And it kind of fits the theme more of what we're doing. Yeah, I think I'm actually going to take the Unnerving Grasp. And we also don't have that much life gain, so the Gumdrop Poisoner doesn't really do much for us except by itself, which is fine. Okay, so there's Teferi, 3 Steps Ahead, and Emperor of Bones. I think with the direction that this deck is going, I'd rather have an Emperor of Bones. And then maybe I, like, Thoughtseize away their bomb and then reanimate it on, like, turn 3. That seems good. Teferi would be nice as top end. 3 Steps Ahead, good to have a hard counterspell, but we're playing the more like tempo game plan. Card's good, of course, but I think Emperor Bones fits the strategy a bit more. Urborg? I guess Urborg. It's fine. Oh, wait, no, Smuggler's Copter. Yeah, this deck seems like it could use a Smuggler's Copter. And then I guess I could take a Zagoth Triome to have a little bit of another dual land, but then also a little bit of agency with being able to cycle it in the late game. Like, there's also Repeal, which is fine, and then there's another fetch land, but yeah, I think I think 1 Triumph is totally reasonable. Okay, I mean, we have like the trifecta, so we have the Marionette Apprentice. So if we can just make lots of creatures, like, we don't have sack outlets or anything, but just over the natural course of the game, when our creatures die, or maybe in the case of the Zulaport Cutthroat, we kill our opponent's creature. Oh wait, no, sorry. None of these trigger off our opponent's creatures, but whatever. We're making bodies, and they're gonna die. Wow, Unearth, Nowhere to Run, and Bitter Blossom. I think Bitter Blossom seems to be the way that this deck is positioning itself. Like, we're kind of almost like a Lurrus deck, really grindy and disruptive, but we don't have Lurrus, and we have these cards instead. Anyway, Bitter Blossom seems good. I'm going to take Bitter Blossom. Take your favorite. Like, pretend you're in pod. What do you not want to see? Probably the lifelink guy. I don't know. Get that out of here. Okay, I forget if there was something I was going to wheel in this pack. Oh yeah, there's like, not Teferi, there was the 5 mana instant thing. Doesn't matter. Not playing any of these cards. I mean, I guess we could take Gumdrop Poisoner. And then, alright, I don't think we're going to get much for the rest of the draft, but we already have to make a couple of cuts. So I think we just cut Venser. Like, Talion's Throne Guard is just complete upgrade. Absolutely ridiculous. Retrofitter Foundry is not, we're not making like a ton of mana, so I don't really think we need that. There's a Hedge Maze and Tribal Flames. Okay, so deck looks good. And then what can I cut? Maybe I can just cut the Spectacle of Destruction. We already have, yeah, I kind of like that actually. Like, we already have card advantage. Like, we could play the Bank Buster as card advantage. We have Smuggler's Copter to cycle through cards. And yeah, this deck looks really sweet. We did not wheel the Baleful Strix, which is very sad, but I still think this deck, yeah, this deck looks pretty sweet. Good mana. I don't even think I need the Fabled Passage. So let's do a quick check on the lands. So we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Wait, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So maybe we can go up a swamp, down an island. Yep. Deck looks sweet. See you in the first round. All right, we're playing against Harold Holmes. We won the die roll. Of course, we'll go first. This hand looks great. Let's keep. No one drop, which I guess is not great because we have a lot of one drops in the deck. But yeah, should be fine. We'll just play this tapped. And we have lots of options for what we want to do. I mean, I imagine we're just going to play Bitter Blossom and get that going. Okay. I don't really want to draw too many more lands, so I think we will just go ahead and fetch Shock. Get the Watery Grave, and then Bitter Blossom. Okay, let's see if my opponent has some sort of interaction. Okay, just an Undercity Sewers. So this could be like a mirror match. Man, I wish I had Undercity Sewers. I would much rather have that than the Zagoth Triome. But never saw it, so all good. Okay, some kind of Grixis. Oh, my Baleful Strix. I wanted that. That's okay. The Bitter Blossom is going to do well against this. I definitely don't want to bounce that. So now the question is, do I want to hold up the Flood Pitch Drowner or do the Reckoner Bankbuster thing? I think we'll go Polluted Delta, and then we'll just hold up the Flood Pits Drowner. And then on the next turn, we can go Bankbuster plus draw a card. I think I like that. Impetuous Lootmonger. Gross. Don't like that. My whole deck is cheap. So they get it exiled. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, they're not attacking, of course. So we're going to go Flood Pits Drowner. Tap this down. Put a stun counter on it. Draw a card. Or not draw a card. Get a swamp. Make a guy. Zulaport Cutthroat is a nice draw. So yeah, let's go Swamp. Zulaport Cutthroat. And then we'll swing out with these guys. I imagine they're going to do that. So we'll do that. Even up the life totals, get the Bank Buster down. Next turn we can crew up the Bank Buster and attack them, which I like. Unfortunately, though, my whole deck is cheap. Although, Unnerving Grasp, I get to return. Oh, nice. I get to return this Thieving Haven to my hand. I do like that quite a bit. Okay, let's go Unnerving Grasp, the Thieving Haven, and then Manifest Dread, the Hostile Investigator, and then go Cult Conscript in the graveyard. And then we can crew up the Bank Buster now, and then swing out. I think we're just trying to be a little bit more aggressive here. Okay. Unfortunately, we can't bring the Cult Conscripts back. Death's Shadow. 1 mana, 5/5. Okay, that's pretty good. Valky. Oh no. So Valky takes my Thieving Haven, and they're just going to pass. Yeah, makes sense. Okay, there's Tiny Bones. So, well, alright, I guess we're just going to attack in the air with all of our fairies, and then we just get to hold back and play defense. That can turn this into a surprise 4/3. Yeah, let's go to combat. No need. Yeah, I can't attack with Bankbuster anyway, so let's attack with these. They're going to block 1. They're going to take a couple points. The problem is I grow the Death Shadow, but as long as I can block it, we should be okay. So let's go land plus Tiny Bones. And then I suppose I could draw now. I'd rather wait. This becoming a surprise 4-3 could come up. Yeah, this is looking pretty nice. Oh, great. Okay. Yeah, I don't think they could come back. The Zulaport Cutthroat was dinging them a little too much. All right. So their deck also seems fairly disruptive. So we'll just have to keep that in mind. I love the Loot Monger. Good against me because my deck is so good. So I think we just run it back. All right, we're going into game 2 here. Hand looks fine. Keep. Turn 1, Tamiyo. So strong. Let's fetch shock. Actually, I guess we could just get a basic swamp here and get the Forsaken Miner down. 1 mana 2/2. That's pretty aggressive. Okay, Tamiyo gonna make a clue. And then they're going to go land, pass. Yep, makes sense. So let's go land and then hit them. I kind of want to go Flood Pit's Drowner. I think I like Flood Pit's Drowner here. Then I can Flood Pit's Drowner, tap down the Tamiyo, and then go Bastion of Remembrance where the shields are down, and then we follow it up with some recursive things. Could have also gone Caustic Bronco. It just seems like they might have been able to deal with it. Ruin Crab. Well, that's lame. Why would you do that? Okay, I assume they're going to mill me. Oh, yeah, it's each opponent. So, okay. So this makes me... I know they get a clue, but... Alright, do I want to... Flood Pit's Drowner, the Ruin Crab, or the Tamiyo? The problem is if they flip the Tamiyo next turn, that's really bad for the... Yeah, I think I can't be that scared of the Ruin Crab. I think we got to tap down the Tamiyo, and I think we got to get rid of it, to be honest. So let's Thoughtseize the opponent, see what they have going on in the hand. Hand looks pretty strong. Triumphant Getaway. Heist me twice. 3 steps ahead, I can play around. Abrade and Collective Brutality are also pretty good. I think we'll get rid of the Abrade, because the Collective Brutality is basically just a 2 mana -2/-2, and if they try to like get tricksy and look at my hand, they will see I have nothing. So yeah, let's take Abrade. I think that's good. And then shock this in, and then go to combat, attack with both. Now the question is, do I want to shuffle away the Tamiyo? I think the answer... It's really close. Oh, this can draw... No, they can flip Tamiyo. Yeah. We need to shuffle the Tamiyo away immediately. We really don't want that thing to flip. It just gives them way too much value. Okay, there's a Shadowy Backstreet. So now they get to just hold up Counterspell forever, which I do not like. I mean, I could bait the Counterspell, I guess. So we'll go to combat. Hit them for 2. They will block. Alright, let's go Marionette Apprentice to bait out the removal, because I think I want to draw cards. Alright. Make a guy. Or actually, I guess I'm supposed to put a counter on it, because then the Collective Brutality can't hit it. And then they're probably gonna counter this. But if they're countering it, then they're not drawing 2 and discarding 1. Yeah, I think I'm okay with this. So now their collective brutality is not as good. Okay, they're just gonna do that immediately. I mean, it does have flash, but there's something about some players really just wanting to play their flash cards at sorcery speed. I can respect it. It's totally fine. I don't care. Smuggler's Copter. All right, we're just gonna like play all our things. Go Bastion. They're always blocking something, so it doesn't really matter. All right. My opponent has a lot of cards in hand, but I have a lot of creatures on the board. They have a crab, though. This crab is so annoying. Oh no, they took my Grave Expectations. Oh boy, yeah, that's okay. That's strong. You heist into your opponent's heist cards. Oh geez, and Agent of Rafine. Man, this card's good. Again, because my deck is so good, right? You can't forget this. This is important. Man, I'm getting milled out. Don't like that. All right. Now what are they going to do? Luckily, the collective brutality is kind of just sitting there rotting a little bit. Oh no, my Kaito. I wanted that. All right. What are you going to do now? I mean, they might just collective brutality the Forsaken Miner. I could see that being a thing. I don't have any ways currently to trigger that. All right, go to my turn. Thieving Haven's real nice. Let's go Smuggler's Copter on here. See if they have some sort of removal spell. Man, my Flood Pit's Drowner. That's rude. Okay. Well, let's attack with these. If they want to trade off a Flood Pit's Drowner, they can. I don't think they will. Okay. All right. Play a Thieving Haven. Pass. I mean, Thieving Haven's good. Now I get to take their deck. I get to take the deck. No more of this. Stop heisting me, man. Man. All right. I assume this collective brutality goes bye-bye. Yep. And then they're going to take something good, I guess. So, all of these cards are mine. And then they get to play more cards. Okay, what are they doing? 4 mana. I only have 5 cards left in the deck. Unnerving Grasp. Yikes. And they make treasure. They do all the things. Wait, I'm taking 2, 4, 5. Or I'm taking 3, rather. Man, this is gross. This is gross. Well, we're just going to play Thieving Haven and pass. I mean, there's no point in going Forsaken Miner attack because, oh yeah, the Agent of Rafine also will draw those last remaining cards in my library. And then, oh wait, this conjures a duplicate, so technically it's not a spell they don't own. They do own the card. So also this is not gonna trigger. Wow. All right, that's the game. Probably should have conceded earlier. Okay. Yeah. Like I said, heisting is in fact busted. So not really much I can do, so we're just gonna have to keep a strong hand. Opponent's deck is really good. Alright, we're going first for game 3. A little land heavy, but has all colors, has an aggressive curve, so we'll keep. Also the Fatal Push could be nice versus an opposing Valky. Yeah, so we'll just go for a 1 mana 2/1, and then we'll go into a Marionette Apprentice. I guess we'll actually go Munivault. So let's immediately play the Marionette Apprentice. Let's try to go wider. They do have the 2/2. -2, -2. That's an option for wanting to... let's just go wider. I think that's just better on average. Because if they play the Collective Brutality, then we still get to... Okay, this is good. We'll do this. Go to combat, attack all, get this down, return the Marionette Apprentice. All right, and then we're going to Surveil 2, then draw a card. Yeah, that was sick. We're in a great position. Let's see what they can do here. Opponent's thinking. 3 steps. That is weak. That's so incredibly weak. Okay, how much damage can we do? 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh yeah, no. We're totally. Oh, this is a ninja. Okay, so now we just go. You get an emblem with ninjas you control, and then we play this, and we play that, and then they just concede. Amazing. Go Mutavault. Excellent. All right, see you in the next round. All right, we're playing against Cold with an E, and we lost the die roll, but that's okay. This hand is actually no. Turn 2 Drowner, turn 3 Kaido, so I'm going to keep it. Turn 1 Hedge Maze from the opponent. I wish I had a Surveil land. Instead, I just have this tapped Tri-land. What is this? Tarkir Dragonstorm Limited? I'm so excited to play Tarkir Dragonstorm Limited. It looks like a lot of fun. I mean, I've already done a few pre-releases. And yeah, I'm also going to Denver, so I need to learn the sealed format as fast as possible. Now, should I be, learning the set instead of playing this? Okay, so we're going to go Flood Pit's Drowner, and then tap down the 6, and then we get to go Fetch Shock, a Watery Grave. If I had another play, I could cut down and then, but okay. I could also Bankbuster plus Shuffle. No. We came here to Kaito, right? If we're not Kaitoing, what are we doing? What are we even doing here? Let's Surveil 2 then draw. These both seem pretty good. The Tiny Bones I could see maybe not doing well. I think the Bitter Blossom could be strong next turn. I like that. Let's go with that. Okay. Oh, Ruin Crab. Well, that's lame. Okay. That's fine. And Nissa. All right. It's pretty good. How do we want to do this? Ooh, Thieving Haven. Okay. So we have 4 mana available to us. So as annoying as Nissa is, I think I'd rather kill the 6. The 6 has the opportunity to be a little bit more annoying. Alternatively, I could bounce the 6, kill the Nissa. Well, I think we're always Fetch Shocking, so let's do that. I say this because now the... Oh, wait. No, that's not Fatal Push. I'm stupid. All right, let's pay 2 life. Okay. So I feel like I want to cut down plus something else. I don't think I'm at super big risk of dying here. I suppose I can just attack first before I make a decision. Okay, go to damage. So now I think I'll cut down the Nissa, play Thieving Haven, and then I actually like tapping down the... Oh, wait. Oh, it gives their stuff Retrace. Didn't realize that. I still think I'm gonna tap the 6 down, because this attack is a lot of value for them. So yeah, I think I prefer this. And also the reach blocker for the Thieving Haven. I think I prefer that. Golos. Oh boy. Golos get what? Oh, just a mountain. It's fine. Alright, it's a little annoying. I don't really want to... Okay. So now the Golos is a little annoying. I could also tap it down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If they play any land next turn, well, if they play a white or black land, they can activate the Golos, which is not great for me. I could also like Talion's Throne Guard to bounce the Golos and then get in for some damage. I could also... No, that doesn't work. What do we want to do here? I kind of want to wait to see what... I kind of want to wait to see what I hit. Yeah, let's attack with both. They can't kill the Kaito. They're always blocking. That's fine. Okay, so we do that. I could return this to the battlefield. I don't think I need to. I think I'm going to decline. Okay, what do we got? Ether Channeler. Not bad. I also like Sutina. I think I actually value that a little bit more. Just getting the basic. I also could get Fanatic of Ronas and then go Fanatic plus Bitter Blossom. And then I can make a 4-power thing and add a ton of mana next turn. That's an option. I just really hope they don't have a black or a white land in hand. I think we're going to go big for Fanatic of Ronas. So yeah, we'll go Fanatic of Ronas, put a +1/+1 counter on the Thieving Haven, and then we'll go for the Bitter Blossom here. Oh yeah, I kind of forgot about that. Probably should have done that first. All right, let's bin... Oh, wait, we want the island. All right. Yeah, I kind of forgot to do that, but that's okay. All right, does the opponent have a black or a white land? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Okay. The opponent will whiff. They're going to whiff. They're going to hit something bad. You will hit nothing. No cards of value. 3 lands. Oh, or a Bonnie Paul. Okay. Well, I can just... Huh. Why are they attacking me? What? Oh, they get to draw a card. Man. I forgot how ridiculous Bonnie Paul is. Stop. Oh, no. Oh, this game sucks. I don't think I have... Okay, sure, I'll block whatever. I don't think I have enough to deal with this. Right, make a guy. Okay. So, let's start with a Flood Pits Drowner. Tap down Bonnie Paul. I don't need you. And then do I just have to hope to hit something really good? Oh, that's right. No. The whole point was that we were going to have like a bunch of mana. So let's get more mana, do more things. I guess we can attack first with the Thieving Haven. We can't attack with anything else. Does opponent have removal? Okay, go to damage. All right, I definitely don't need you. Okay. These are all not good. Let's take the Agent of Rafine, though. Okay, so let's add 4 mana. We'll go Agent of Rafine. And then... Unnerving Grass mills me out, so we can't really do that. We could go Bastion of Remembrance plus Talion's Throne Guard. Oh, wait, the Windswept Heath just kind of... Huh. There's not really a way out of this, I don't think. That's really unfortunate. I'm pretty sure they just get a land and that's it, right? Okay. This game did not go quite as planned. Now my deck only has 3 lands. Alright. That's the game. Okay. What do we want to do here? I mean, technically the Gumdrop Poisoner can kill the Ruin Crab. What's up with everyone playing Ruin Crab? I mean, I think I just run it back. And then, yeah, hopefully we won't get milled out again. Your deck seems pretty good. So let's play first. Yeah, finally a turn 1 Thoughtseize. I like that. Yeah, this hand seems pretty good. We'll keep it. The Zagoth Triumph definitely being a little awkward here. We might have to play a little off curve or something, but that's okay. Thoughtseize. Wow. I mean, I can just play around Counterspell. So I think I just take Jace. Okay, so they can't counterspell me, like, now. Okay, there's another land, which is good. So we can go Zulaport. And then I can hold up the Zagoth Triumph cycle next turn, or on the following turn. Okay, opponent goes Hedge Maze, so now they can just shock in the Watery Grave and do that. Okay, Zulaport Cutthroat out. It's not the most impressive, but, like, it's fine. Now we can just go Island, attack, light their mana on fire a little bit, and then, okay, they're just going to be doing this. We're going to cycle the Zagoth Triumph. Okay, Floodpit's Drowner's nice. It's good too. But, yeah, we can't run into Counterspell that easily, so we're just going to pass. All good. I assume they're going to go land Solemn here. Depends what else they have. They could also just pass the turn. I don't like that. Okay. Well, we're just going to go Floodpit's Drowner anyway. Okay. Floodpit's Drowner down. Alright, we'll go land. And then attack. See if they have a removal spell of some kind. Okay. I mean, I guess I'll just continue to light their mana on fire. Alternatively, I could just try to do the Bastion of Remembrance. I think the problem is I know they're just going to untap and slam a Golos. So, like, I don't know, things get pretty bad. I think we can just pass. Now they get their Surveil value. Really wish I had a little bit more instant speed interaction. Like, where's the grave thingy that is like the 1 mana heist thing? That would be nice right now. But we're not getting that. Okay. Sultai for Lumbering. Yeah, that's pretty good. Now they can continue to hold up the Counterspell. And now I'm definitely regretting not playing out a thing. All right, let's hit them for 3. Let's get this down. We'll play kind of fast, thinking that they need to counterspell this. Aha, you fool. You fell right into my trap. Let's Thieving Haven. Okay. I was really lucky to draw the land there for sure. But now the world is their oyster. They have 1 billion mana, and then they can kind of just play whatever they want. Oh, it is a Golos. Okay. Even though it gives them value, I think I need to bounce the Golos just to keep up the pressure. At least it comes in tapped. Okay. Fatal Push. Cannot deal with Golos. Alright, let's bounce this. And then I get... Sure, doesn't matter. And then go to combat, hit them, and then hopefully we hit something good. Come on, give me something good. Explore, Omnath, Bonnie Paul. I mean, I like Bonnie Paul. Bonnie Paul, good. Pass turn. Hopefully we're okay here. You know. What? Uh-oh. Don't like that. Maybe I was supposed to take that just on the off chance they drew it, because now they get gain 4 life. Gross. Don't like that. I don't like that at all. Alright. So they're going to crew up the World Wagon. I could double block this thing. I think I actually will do that. Because if this doesn't work... then... I mean, we get to kill Omnath anyway, which is the more important thing. Plus, it's not for nothing. We are getting the drains off of the Zulaport, which I like. So if they slam Solemn now, in response, we can kill Omnath. Which they might want to go for. Maybe they have like... Oh. Well, that's not good. Now they just add... Now they can just do everything they want. Man, this is gross. Alright, let's kill Omnath. Can't take it anymore. We can't have them doing this. Go Golos into something. Okay, they're just going to turtle up with their robots. That's fine. I get to Thieving Haven. All right, I think we just... The upside here of the Bonnie Paul is really high. And then we get to draw a card. You get to really, we draw 2 cards. Oh, would you look at that? We get lands. Let's put this onto the battlefield. And then we draw, and then we'll get... I like Brainstorm. That's so sick. All right, perfect. And then, yeah, we'll just pass a turn. And then we get to wait to see what the Brainstorm does. They get an activation of Golos, which is annoying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow, they have 12 lands. That's... They can kind of, sort of, almost activate twice. Not really, but... Okay, don't hit anything good. That's a good... These are all good. These are all good cards. No, they're going to take my Bonnie Paul, I think. Yeah. Oh, jeez. Okay, at least this thing can't block. Their bow is a little stronger than my bow. And then they play a fecund green shell. Fecund green shell? Fecundity? Oh, jeez. Yeah, this is kind of gross. Okay. Yeah. Man, we were doing really well there for a second. The problem is this has reach, so hopefully we can find... We gotta find something with this Brainstorm. Fanatic of Ronas. Sure. Oh, man. Another creature that works well with their Fecund Green Shell. Oh, another card that works well with their Fecund... How many reach creatures do they need? Oh, and now they could just get their Omnath back next turn. Wow. Yeah, that's not good. Come on, attack. You know you wanna. Okay, fine. Alright, let's brainstorm. Get another counter on the Thieving Haven. Cards all suck. So the Talion's Throne Guard doesn't even really do anything. Like, they're gonna block the Thieving Haven. So, actually, I guess we can guarantee the counter with the Spyglass Siren. Alright, so we'll go Spyglass Siren. Oh, wait, it doesn't even matter. These are way too big. Oh, wait, never mind. So, okay, we'll go Talion's Throne Guard. I guess I can... Stupid 14-14. Yeah, let's I guess we'll bargain. Sacrifice the bow. Deal some damage. Bounce the Fecund Green Shell because it has reach and it's stopping me from doing things. Map onto the Thieving Haven. We get this. We don't want it. And then we hit them. And then, I mean, the problem is they just get to block with 6. Yeah. But at least 6 is dead, and now they can't get their Omnath back. That's fairly important. Okay. So I have some chump blockers. I mean, obviously they can replay the Fecund Green Shell. Yeah. They're buff their entire team. But if we just... their stuff doesn't have trample, so we should be okay. They have 5 mana they can play with. We might be able to get out of this. Keyword might. I mean, they only have 1 reach blocker. So if we attack with Thieving Haven and the Talion's Throne Guard, that's technically lethal. I mean, they also have 7 cards in hand, but if we ignore that fact... Oh, come on. Roaring Furnace deals 6 damage to what? Okay. The Zulaport triggers off of itself. So they go to 4. I have 2 lethal attackers. Surely they have something that they want to do. Oh, crap. Can they kill me with... If I block the... bow, can I Nissa? Nissa's fine, I think. Right? Does Nissa make a reach? Okay, Ashaya is not a reach creature. No, not the Ether Channeler. Well, we'll see. I mean, I think they have to bounce Thieving Haven. Or they just make a bird. Never mind. Yeah, they bounce the Thieving Haven. Yep. Okay, if I can find an answer to the green shell, we should be okay here. So we're taking... Jeez. Okay, opponent has like 8 quadrillion value cards. Alright, let's see. Let's Spyglass Siren the bow. And then take 9 plus 3 is 12. So if I can find Grave Expectations and hit the... It's a long shot. It has to be... Okay, that's a Grave Expectations. Okay. So if I hit... They only have 4 cards in library. So if I Grave Expectations and I hit the... They only have 4 cards. So theoretically we should be okay here, right? Like I have a 75% chance. Because they haven't shown the Ruin Crab. So we can go Ruin Crab mill 3 cards, and then they can't attack me without drawing a card. So, yeah, I think we have to heist the library. Hopefully it works. And we have the land in hand. There it is. There's the Ruin Crab. Ruin Crab. I guess technically we could play the Thieving Haven first. It doesn't matter. We just have to go Ruin Crab. We have to have this resolve. And then immediately play the land. And then they mill 3 cards. And that's it. That's their whole deck. We did it. Oh, beautiful. Play this for fun. I don't think they can put cards back into the library. Yeah. Oh, that was a sick game. Yeah, I had to draw exactly Grave Expectations there. Crazy. And I think that was the only card that we could have top decked. So good lesson to always play to your outs. All right. Well, this is going to be a tough one though. Opponent's deck seems very, very strong. I could put in the Venser just to play more at like an instant speed. Like this is more like a 3-drop. Have like a double effect of the Talion. I don't hate that. And then maybe I can just cut like a Cult Conscript for being a little too weak on average. I think all these other cards are fairly strong. So yeah, let's cut the Cult Conscript, put in the Venser, and then run it back. Man, what a top deck. Awesome. All right. Anyway, we're going to move on to game 3. Obviously, we are on the draw. This hand looks great. Let's keep. We get to go turn 1 Tiny Bones, turn 2 Flood Pits Drowner, hopefully turn 3 Kaido. That is an Agent of Rafine, which I don't like. That's a Zagoth Triome. Do I care enough about this curve out that I want to get down the Tiny Bones now? I think so. Yeah, I think I do. Because I have another 2-drop in the hand, I think I'm okay with it. So next turn we can go... Uh-oh, danger. Ruin Crab. Ruin Crab alert. Everyone and their mother has Ruin Crabs. Okay, anyway. Oh, Bitter Blossom. Okay, does that change things? It might. So let's do this. Go to combat. Attack them for 1. Come on. Let's go. Hit them for 1. And then... I mean, I could flip it. I think we just got to go Bitter Blossom. I mean, they get 5 billion lands this game. We just have to try to go fast. We have to make a bunch of fairies and like hit them really hard. But like their clock is so much faster than my clock right now. Oh no! Fatal Push and Cut Down? Uh-oh. Yeah, I think this game is pretty much over. Roaring Furnace, the Tiny Bones away. Yeah, it's pretty rough. Yeah, sure, hit me for 1. I don't think you need to. Okay, they only have 3 cards. They only have 3 cards in the hand. So I can shuffle away the Ruin Crab. That's probably what I'm going to do. So, yeah, Zagoth Triumph and pass. Yeah, I think I have to do it. Unless they play something even scarier. Oh, jeez. So many cards being shuffled away. I really wish I... Fanatic of Ronas 2? I don't like that either. I know their deck is full of, like, insane cards. Okay. So, let's flash in the Flood Pits Drowner. All right, what are we shuffling away? That's the question. Is it the Ruin Crab or the Fanatic of Ronas? They're going to put me down to 15 cards, 12 cards. I think we'll go with the Ruin Crab. Yeah, we'll go with Ruin Crab. Yeah, they're just going to mill me more. So unfortunate. Thoughtseize would have been good. They're going to draw my top card. Man, they are just so good. Everything here is so strong. Okay, wait, hold on. Emperor of Bones. What do they have in bin? What do I have in bin? I have cards. It's not good. I don't have good cards. Okay. So they have one of my things. I think I like going... Shuffle the Ruin Crab and play like Emperor of Bones. Start attacking the graveyard. Eat one of their lands, I guess, because they do have... Or is there any chance we want to, like, have a creature? No, I don't think so. Opponent's graveyard. Take one of their verdants. Decline that. Show. Oh, God. Attack with just this. And then shuffle away the Ruin Crab. Ugh, I don't know. At least the milling is not... So if their hand does not have that good of cards... Maybe we can get away with it. We have the Kaido next turn to help us out. Oh, they're just activating the sauna. Okay. All right, we might have a chance. All right, awesome. Yeah, this is good. So now what? I mean, I think it's just a pretty clear... Yeah, the double block here is kind of annoying. Yeah, let's go to combat. Take the Wooded Foothills. I guess I could actually bring it back. Maybe I do. Yeah, let's go ahead and bring it back. Or do I want the Spyglass Siren instead? No, let's bring it back. Hits harder. Okay, and then we'll go to combat. Attack with these. Go to blockers. Then Kaito Kaito away one of these. And then I think I'm actually going to tap this and put 2 stun counters on it. Because if they play like a 4-mana creature and then they have a ton of mana to work with, that's a way that I can lose this game. So... yeah, I think I'm okay with this. Now and then the Bitter Blossom is going to apply enough pressure that we can... Is this mine? This is mine, right? Oh, it's not mine. Oh, wait. No, that's right. The Agent of Rafine conjured a duplicate of it into the hand. So, sure. Okay, Thieving Haven's a little annoying. That's definitely for sure. Yeah, make a guy. Hey, look, my Thieving... Oh, wait. Okay, so they just have a Thieving Haven then, because otherwise it would be exiled. I don't know. All right, what are we doing? Could be anything. Honestly, it could just be, like, make this a creature, turn these into... Make my ninjas +1/+1 and swing out. I don't hate it. I don't hate that at all, actually. So yeah, let's go Mutavault. And then, what creatures do I have? I have the Bronco. Am I at risk of taking enough damage? No, not really. Maybe I just want, like, more things. Zulaport Cutthroat. That sounds really good. Yeah, let's do that. Then I can attack with more stuff. Okay, perfect. So let's make Ninjas I control get +1/+1. And then let's hold control because this gets a little weird. So we're going to exile the Zulaport Cutthroat because we're just trying to like ping them to death right now. And then we're going to activate. Going to do that. I don't need to hold full control anymore. Make a copy and then swing out. Yeah, that's nice. And then Thieving Haven blocks one of those. And then how much damage are we dealing? We're dealing quite a lot of damage. I think they're supposed to block the Mutavault here with the Thieving Haven. Because here they're taking 3, 4, 5. And then does this get sacrificed? How does this work? It gets sacrificed, but then it has a finality counter. So I'm pretty sure they don't get pinged here. Yeah, they don't get pinged. Okay, so, and then I have this Fairy Rogue to block the Thieving Haven, so that way they can't try to steal something weird from me. Oh, now they have a Bastion of Remembrance. So that's what they took from me. I mean, I don't think that's good enough. Yeah, no, I think we're good here. I think we're done. Yeah, no, we're good. All we have to do is tap down the... Yeah, nope, I think we got it. So we're going to tap down the Thieving Haven, and then we're going to go to combat. We're going to exile this, and that's it. Yep, attack them with the fairies. Dang, what a close match, especially game 2. All right, we'll see you in the finals. All right, we're playing against Fencing Kami, and we're going to play first. Turn 1 Thoughtseize, no 2-drop, Unnerving Grasp. I think we can do better. Yeah, this hand's way better. I'm going to keep... I think I just put back the Hostile Investigator. I think opponent also took a mulligan. Hopefully. Maybe they're still deciding on the opening hand. Okay. They also mulligan, so... Well, always nice to see a mulligan when you have a turn 1 Thoughtseize. So let's see what we got. Interesting. So Blade Splicer, Ashiok, and Wrath of God. What is worse? I mean, I can pressure... I think I take the Ashiok because the Unnerving Grasp can kill the token from the Blade Splicer, and then we should be okay from that standpoint. We really need to draw a land. Oh, okay, that is a Tiny Bones. Tiny Bones is nice. So if we draw a land, we can cast... Oh, we can cast their Ashiok. Oh, that's nice. Okay, I'm not going to crack the fetch here because we really want to draw land. Unfortunate. Let's hit them. Okay. Take their Ashiok away. I mean, yeah, it doesn't work. Okay, never mind. All right, in that case, we'll just fetch Shock and then play out a Smuggler's Copter. And then hopefully we can draw into... This will also increase the chance of drawing into another land because we can always crew up the Tiny Bones and then crew up the Smuggler's Copter with the Tiny Bones. So, yeah, not feeling too bad. Unfortunately, my opponent's played a Baleful Strix, which is not good. Ugh. Another land. Another non-land, even worse. I think I'm willing to sacrifice my Smuggler's Copter here just because I'm that desperate to draw another land. So yeah, let's draw a card. Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. So let's discard the this is going to be perfect. Forsaken Miner, but then before damage, we cut down, and then we pay black, and we get it back. Nice. That was a good sequence. All right. And then, yeah, I don't think my opponent wants to Wrath of God here. Oh, they're going to Wrath of God? Nice. Come on, land. Land right now. That is a bank buster. Okay. Well, we'll get there eventually. Nothing to worry about. I mean, I feel like I'm doing... Nope. Nope, that isn't Overlord of the Mistmoors. That's not good. Okay, Emperor of Bones? Question mark? Is that good? All right, we'll go Emperor Bones. We'll take the Baleful Strix, I guess. Can't do that. And then, yeah, we'll crew up the Copter. We're still, like, completely desperate. Oh, I could just attack with the Bankbuster. Do I want to do that? I don't think so. I think we're just going to attack with the Copter. There's the land. Jeez. I think Bastion of Remembrance at this point is the worst. Okay. All right. Well, we're getting there. We're getting there. A little slow. A little slow to the party. I have a few turns before the Overlord of the Mistmoors becomes online. Okay, it's just Blade Splicer, so we can Unnerving Grasp the token, or we also don't have to really worry about the token. We have the Thieving Haven as the 1/4 blocker, which is fine. Oh, Pixie, pick up the Blade Splicer. That's, not gonna lie, that's pretty gross. Good play. Oh, they're just gonna hit me for a couple points. Alright. Everything's really not great here. Okay, how do we get out of this? Okay. Yeah, they go Blade Splicer into... I feel like I have to Thieving Haven. I guess we could start by crewing... I think we're going to attack with the Copter. And then we're going to eat Ashiok. And I actually can pay to bring this back. And then we're going to hit them for 3. And we're going to draw and discard, I guess, the fetch land, because we don't really need to fetch land anymore. And if they want to double block, they can. Okay, I think I'm okay with this. I think I'm okay with that. And then, that was crew 3, right? And then I think we just play the Thieving Haven out. And then try to play something off the top of their library. So now they can go Blade Splicer again. But I can... I might just kill the 2/1 flyer. This is weird. This is definitely like a weird situation. Unearth the Pixie. Oh my god. Oh boy. Yeah, Unearth Pixie, pick up Blade Splicer a second time is not... Yeah, don't do it, opponent. If you want to, you can. Alright, we're in a little bit of trouble. Land. So, now what? Do I have anything fun in the graveyard? Not really. These have first strike. Oh, they don't have first strike yet. Unnerving Grasping the Pixie sounds really dumb. I don't want to do it, so I don't think I will. But the Thieving Haven. It's all about the thieving. No, that can't possibly be right. Okay, what do we do here? I could draw a card. I guess I'd draw a card first. See what we hit. Talion's Throne Guard. Yeah? I guess that works. I kind of want to Unnerving Grasp something. If I Unnerving Grasp the Pixie... No, that can't possibly be right. Yeah, I think we're just going to have to Unnerving Grasp the one of these 3/3s. And then... Oh, I got a Zulaport Cutthroat. That's something that we can do to win the game. Take their Unearth, I guess. Okay. Can't attack. So the Overlord gets turned on, unfortunately, but what we can do is we can Talion's Throne Guard and then bargain bounce the Overlord, and then if they don't play land 5 here, Oh, Brimaz. Okay. Lava Spur Boots. Okay. That seems... I mean, it's not great. We're not in a good position. We're just in a... Oh, interesting. Interesting. So the problem is now that this thing just gets to, like, permanently hit me over and over again and continue to make 2/1s. And they're making them way faster than the Bitter Blossom. This is an... Impending is an alternative... yeah, it's an alternative casting cost. So technically the Talion's Throne Guard can help with this. I'd have to sacrifice the Bank Buster. I think that's worth it. Like, I could try to draw into a land. I don't think that's worth the risk. I think we have to do this play. Okay, and then we bounce the Overlord. So now it costs 2 more to cast. Okay, no attacks from me. The Nurturing Pixie's so strong. Well, okay, now they have the Swamp. So I assume... How much does Lava Spur Boots cost? 1? 1 mana to give, like, the new... Yeah, I think that's what they're gonna... They're probably just gonna go, like, all out here. Sunblessed Healer. Okay, they're just going super wide. Can we get out of this? Okay, I mean, we just kind of go Agent plus Bitter Blossom, I guess. We can't really attack with the Talion's Throne Guard, so we're just going to play these things. And then hopefully just... We might be okay. We might be alright here. This is really interesting. Okay, now they can impend the Overlord again. So they do that. They do that really fast, too. But now we're making a lot of Bitter Blossom tokens, and it's not as concerning. Okay, they're going to attack. They're going to make a 1/1. I could just block. Wait a minute. Yeah, don't I just block? So I block here, and then I flip up my trap card, my Zulaport Cutthroat, drain the opponent out. Okay. And now I just get to... Ooh, Kaito. I guess Kaito's not actually that good here. Could draw the card now off of the Agent of Rafine. I also kind of like the Emperor Bones. A lot of good stuff I can do. I could try to draw first. See what they have. They also have like so many things they can do. Yeah, let's go Agent of Rafine. Try to see what they have. Blasphemous Edict? Wait a minute. Wait, that's so good. Each player sacrifices 13 creatures of their choice? Oh my god. Wait, that's so good. And then wow. So then I can adapt to... Okay, wait, hold on. Each player sacrifices 13 creatures of their choice. So is there anything in the in my graveyard that makes more bodies? Oh, I can... return up to 1 target spell or non-land permanent to its owner's hand. Whoa. Okay. Oh, what do we do? Do I want to do that? Let's go to combat. I think we just take the... What am I bouncing, you know? What am I bouncing here? Talion's Throne, like something good that I want. I guess not the Cutthroat. I need the Cutthroat. I mean, let's get the Talion's Throne Guard, I guess. Activate. Oh wait, I can get Baleful Strix. Never mind. Yeah, that was probably better. Let's just get Baleful Strix, draw a card. All right, and then I'm gonna say no attacks. Actually, just double block. We'll attack with this and this, I suppose. Nothing on the ground because I don't want them to gain life. So yeah, we'll attack with these. Yeah, that's understandable. So we'll kill the insect, I suppose. Okay. Get to drain, land, Blasphemous Edict. Yeah. Beautiful. Oh, it's so good. And then I get to drain for 5. So good. And now these Bitter Blossom tokens are going to... Thank you so much for having the Blasphemous Edict in your deck. I really appreciate that. Ooh, Extraction Specialist. Oh, man. Wait, that's a good top deck from them. Because now they can get back the... Yeah. Oh, they can give this life, or they can give this haste. Uh-oh. We're in a little bit of trouble. No! What are you doing? Opponent! No! What are you doing? That's good. That's good. Let's go Kaito. Playing around like every counterspell imaginable. And then put 2 stun counters on this guy. And I committed a crime, so I can return my Forsaken Miner. Oh, opponent, you messed up. You're not supposed to... With the Extraction Specialist, you can't attack or block with the Sunblast Healer. Oh, no. Oh, no. You know, it's okay. We all make mistakes. Like, for example, you put Blasphemous Edict in your deck. Dollmaker's Shop. That doesn't do anything. Wow. I don't think I was supposed to win that game. Thankfully, my opponent had the Blasphemous Edict. Alright. Is there anything I want to bring in? Not really. I mean, I could consider... They have a lot of, like, X3s, so theoretically, Gumdrop Poisoner could be okay, but it feels a little bit small ball compared to what other things I'm doing. I don't think it's necessary. I think we just run it back. They also have a lot of tokens, so I could have considered bringing in the Venser, but I don't know. I don't think it's required. All right. I cannot keep... It's a dual land, but I cannot keep. So we'll mulligan. This hand looks fine. Keep, put back a swamp. Okay, shocking Kithian. Uh-oh. All right, well, we'll go turn 1 Conscript, which this at least can block the Kithian. Like, this isn't like the other 1-drop things that they can't block. Ruby Collector. Okay. Yeah, why do they have Blasphemous Edict in their deck? That's really weird. Alright, let's just go Polluted Delta, and then we're just going to pass, because I'd much rather block the Kithian here. If they play a land, they can give it Indestructible. Nice. Alright, sweet. Okay, let's just go get our Watery Grave tapped. I might want to cycle this later in the game, because I have enough lands in hand, so it's fine. Ooh, Bitter Blossom. Yeah, we're just going to go land Thieving Haven pass. No need to attack. Are they stuck on 2? Oh, they're stuck on 2 lands. Oh, this is big. Incredible. As you can see, I have just insane gameplay skills. Very, very fun. Very fun and exciting. Riveting, in fact. Yeah, sometimes you get stuck on 2 lands, and that's just how it works. So, got the 3-0. Super great. This deck was awesome. Really, really fun. Really close games, especially the play of heisting their Ruin Crab to mill them out for Exactsies when it looked like there was just no hope. We'll take one more look at the deck. Just absolutely, this is a Kaito deck. We have the cheap interaction and cheap aggressive creatures like Spyglass Siren, Tiny Bones, and Thoughtseize, and Grave Expectations, and some removal. Bitter Blossom. Oh, it's a good Bitter Blossom deck. And then disruptive flash threats like Floodpit's Drowner and Talion's Throne Guard. Value plays. Yeah, deck was great and even had some burn elements to it with the triple threat of Bastion of Remembrance, Marionette Apprentice, and the Zulaport Cutthroat, so that definitely came up in a lot of the games. The mana was very good. We even got to have the Mutavault, which had the synergy with the Kaito being a ninja, so it gets pumped by its +1 ability. Yeah, absolutely fantastic matches, and got the trophy. So thank you guys for watching.